Hey there everyone, it's BTMQE back here again with another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 stream. And today we are going to be flying from where we last landed in Athens in Greece, and we are going to be going to Boryspil International, which is in Kiev, Ukraine. I thought it might be interesting to fly over there, but I doubt we'll probably see too much because probably nighttime. But yeah, I thought we would, on our way there, we'd deviate from the airport and try to fly out over the over Athens, see if we can see much. And as you can see, a storm or fog has just started rolling through, so that was a little bit disappointing, but everything looks quite okay right at the moment. Now it's cleared up a bit, so let's start the ball rolling, shall we? Now let's get power on.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send a ground power unit?
And we want to travel the direction we're facing.
November Zulu 2408, no ground power unit is available.
Really? There's one right there in front of me.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send a ground power unit?
BTM 2408 November Zulu
Oh, there we go.
2408, a ground power unit is on the road.
Alright, let's just get externals on. Let's get jetway
Ground
connected.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, the jetway is going to be connected.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send the catering truck?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, we can't send your catering truck. Please retry later.
Ground BTM 2408
And then the
November
baggage
Zulu
will suddenly
2408. Could
spawn,
you
so
please
there's some
send the
issues
baggage?
happening.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, we don't know where the baggage is.
Oh gosh.
Ground BTM
Now
2408
they'll do it.
November Zulu 2408. Could you please send the baggage?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, baggage is on the way.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send the catering truck?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, the catering truck is on the
Alright.
road.
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Mate. Right. So that's all fine, doesn't really matter. Well, it does, but for us, it doesn't. And we are at gate A3, if I remember correctly. And our heading is a 305. And there we go, that's that done. Let's plug in here. And we're going to UKBB. Company route is ATH KBP. BP. Okay, first point. We're taking off runway 03 right, flying to flight level 390. And we're taking the KRO2T departure, and we're taking that out to KRO, which is a VOR. So that'll be our first one. Next one is the airway UN604. I'm going to wait for that VOR to pop up, and it'll probably be one that already exists. Yes, they're both Northern Hemisphere. KRO is at 37, almost 38. North 37. So it's the VOR. We don't want the airport. Oh yes, so this is Croa Airport, and then there's Crow VOR. So yeah, we want, and that's 24.5 degrees east almost. Yeah. We want the first one. UN604 hasn't told us it doesn't like it, and we're taking that to suit us. Now, when we plug this in, it will probably change it to N604. Give it a little bit of time. No, that's not going. Let's just put Sudas in. And that's taking us on the G8 airway for some reason. Oh well. Win it. And now the next airway is the UG8 airway. Okay, this is... I definitely need a more up-to-date air cycle. That one worked. And we're taking that to big. And then from big, we're taking the UN604 again, which doesn't exist. And we're taking that to BKZ, which I am assuming is another VOR. And then we're taking the UN604 again. I don't know, I'm still... direct to BKZ. To Macol. And then from Macol, we're taking the N617. Away. When it's done the 617 again, we go next page. Pop that in again. To Binby. And then we're going direct to Osdor. So I spelled that right. And it's wanting to say that airway again. And then after Osdor, we're doing direct to Evapel. That's going to have us on that airway again. And then we're taking the T219. Okay, that's good, that exists. And we're taking that to Teplo. Next page. And last one, the T219 again. And we're taking that to Connop. And that's our final point for the arrival. Which is Connop for you. And mode. That looks alright. Let's go route. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Alright, let's pick our departure. Taking off from runway 03 right. And we're taking the Crow T2. The Crow, not Core. It's Core T2, or 2T. Crow 2T there. And we are taking the ILS on 18 left. And we're going to take Conop for you. Only for you. And execute. Alright, let's once again have a look at this to make sure everything is okay. The range in. Looks good. That's what I've got here on my charts. And on my charts, it's a 111.3. ILS. Alright, done position, performance, we want cruise altitude, we're gonna say 390. Cost index is 320, always 320. This plane for some reason. Reserves, we've got 0 reserves. Take off, flaps of 10. We have a tailwind of 18 knots. The runway condition was wet. We'll do that for our approach. All right. That cloud's gone. Now I'm trying to think where the city of Athens is. I think it's out this way. So we're going to fly out this way first and then go on our route. So let's see what the ATIS is.
Airport information Charlie 1500 Zulu.
3009.
1015 at 19er. Visibility 6 in heavy rain. Sky condition 1,900 feet scattered, ceiling 4,700 feet overcast.
All right.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 IFR to Boryspil, ready to copy.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 is cleared to Boryspil Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 03 right climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 135.875, squawk tree 111.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 cleared to Boryspil Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 03 right climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 135.875, squawk tree 111.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.75 when ready to taxi. Good day.
There's alright, ground services. Let's get the jetway disconnected.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft? Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 with Charlie ready to taxi IFR.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 taxi to and hold short of runway 03 right using taxiway Echo India, Charlie Delta 3 Delta Delta 2. Contact tower on 136.275 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 03 right via taxiway Echo India Charlie Delta 3 Delta Delta 2 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting pushback.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 pushback request accepted.
I can break off. And I don't know what's happening.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Ground BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting the end of pushback.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 request to end pushback received.
Alright, let's get
Battery switch. On. Standby power selector. Auto. External power. On if available. APU selector. Start then on. APU gen switches. On when avail lit. Fuel pumps. On. Beacon. On. Thrust levers. Idle. APU bleed. On. Engine bleed air switches. On. Engine 4 start switch. Pull. Engine 4 fuel control switch. Run. ICAS.
Now I'm going to quickly double check that I've got the right ATIS. Video 9, cool.
Engines 1, 2, 3.
All right. While that's doing that, let's see what our minimums are. Minimum 610. And we'll leave it as radio at the moment.
APU selector. Off. Lights. On.
All right. Start rolling. Probably should get some of the lights on. Those flaps out. Right. With the brightness, brightness. line, and we've got our zone brightness. And we want to put the engine anti eyes to auto. And get ATC clearance.
Tower BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 ready for departure runway 03 right IFR to Boryspil. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 QNH 30.09er wind 015 at 19er. Cleared for takeoff runway 03 right.
Yes, I shall take off.
Cleared for takeoff runway 03 right BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Tower Olympic 6515 miles south inbound ILS Yankee runway 03 right approach. Olympic 65 Tower.
Let's just
QNH
push it.
30.09er wind 015 at 19er. Cleared ILS Yankee runway 03 right approach.
Just nose forward a bit. Knots, release.
Cleared ILS Yankee runway 03 right approach Olympic 65.
Pulling back.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Follow the
Contact
runway.
Center on 135.875. Good day. Going to 135.875 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Athens Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 is passing 2,300 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Athens Center QNH 30.09er continue to Kilo Romeo Oscar as planned.
Yes, yes. Where's the Acropolis?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet. Athens Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, requesting vector to next waypoint. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, continue to Kilo Romeo Oscar turning and following heading 110.
I need to acknowledge it. Yes, I do.
Continue to Kilo Romeo Oscar turning and following heading 110 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Here it is, the Pantheon. There's the Acropolis.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
Lovely. Yes, I shall now. Let's get on with it.
Athens Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Request flight level 190. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect flight level 190. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, acknowledge last transmission. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect flight level 190 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
That's close. Wow, what is that? I wonder what that is up there. That's another monument. Not too far from Sparta, so that, I mean, it's Athens.
Olympic Tree 75, you are 24 miles southeast. Climb and maintain 5,700 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 0 tree right, approach via Kilo Echo Alpha transition. Clear to Kilo Echo Alpha.
Wonder why it's got that stuff showing up.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 0 tree right approach via Kilo Echo Alpha transition. Clear to Kilo Echo Alpha.
Ooh,
Olympic Tree
I wonder if
75.
it's...
Olympic Tree 75, contact approach on 126.575. Good day.
I wonder if it's got the same frequency as Athens then.
Going to 126.575 Olympic Tree 75.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
Okay.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Athens Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Request flight level 290.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect flight level 290.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect flight level 290. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
We want 390.
Athens Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Request flight level 390.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect flight level 390.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect flight level 390. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
I can probably go to the standard now. Okay. Know it to be 2992. Okay, put set standard, and the standard here is 89 for some reason. Well, we're already out in the harbour, and the some of the islands and the
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain flight level
here
270.
and stuff.
Climb and maintain flight level 270. BTM 2408 November Zulu
Let's get the
2408.
VFR map up. I'm interested in seeing where we are. So there's the airport we just took off from. You look, Keros. I'm trying to remember the name of the island. Anyway, they want us 27,000, don't they?
BTM 2408 November
I
Zulu
am-
2408, please expedite your climb flight level 270.
Athens Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, continue to Kilo Romeo Oscar, turning and following heading 080, proceed on course.
Continue to Kilo Romeo Oscar, turning and following heading 080. Resume on navigation BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
That's why it didn't. Why it hasn't gone to full power yet until after it hit that waypoint to start the turn. Surely we are at the standard now. Glorious sunset.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Yes, master. Your beck and call is my only want and need.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Actually, let's just use this. Now I'm above all the clouds. I can turn off the heat. APU bleed can go off. Got all the engine ice and stuff. Auto, but I'm gonna put all that on off now. Doesn't need to be on. And I may as well chuck it up to 39. Another aircraft ahead of me.
November Zulu 2408, traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles.
Ryanair, I assume.
350 generic. Report them in sight. BTM 2408, November Zulu 2408, have the generic in sight.
I was following another aircraft.
Flight traffic is 6 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 320, Boeing V748. Report them in sight.
things a bit.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, climb and maintain flight level tree niner 0. Climb and maintain flight level tree niner 0, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Look at the sun, just a little tip peeking over.
Generic 961, contact Istanbul, center on 119.
Istanbul, so we're already over Italy, not Italy, Turkey. Yeah, Turkey's not too far from Greece.
Going to 119er, decimal tree, generic
I think that's where the
961.
Persians and stuff are from originally, in Iran. And I wonder where Gallipoli is. I think Gallipoli is somewhere down here where World War II was fought, and where soldiers from my country fought at during World War I. I hate it when it goes to Mach 1 airspeed. Now we're actually going pretty fast. Our ground speed is quite high. I'll see how fast you can get.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, contact Istanbul, center on 119er decimal tree. Good day. 119er decimal tree for BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Okay, it looks like she's only going to be able to make 285.
Istanbul Center BTM
Well, let's drop that
2408
speed to
November Zulu
285.
2408, flight level tree niner 0.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Istanbul Center, continue descent as planned.
Drop to 280. Just so she's not stressing. Looks like we've got an outside air temperature of negative 12 degrees Celsius. Engine temps are good. Our surface air temperature is negative 50 degrees Celsius. I thought it would heat up, to be honest. Now, Now it's night time. Let's have a look at some of these lights. Nav. Let's have a look at wing light. Okay, that's that. Logo, that's the tail. And I don't see where the light's shining up from. Leave all the others on. That's the little lights on the wingtips, as well as the constant lights on the wingtips, apart from the strobing. Those are always super important. Still some twilight showing. Curvature. Alright, let's speed things up a bit, shall we? Now I should check ATC because, as we all know, it likes to go screwy at times.
Center 387, you are 4 miles west. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors. ILS Yankee runway 06 approach. Center 126, CR3, 2 miles west. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors. ILS
Athens
Yankee runway
Where is
06
that?
approach. Center 126, CR3, 1 mile west of current point. Descend and
It's
maintain
Macedonia,
3,000 feet.
or Macedonia.
Contact current point tower on 120.925.
We're about to get to the sea.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Tower on 120.925, sun turn 1262.
Chernobyl is somewhere up here.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS Yankee runway 06 approach, sun turn 387.
I'm flying over an airport here. Right over one. I'm not sure what airport it is. There it is, right below me. I can't even see which runway is active. You can just see. IST Istanbul, perhaps. Let me have a look at my map. Yep, Istanbul, that was a good guess. That was a really good guess. So there's Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, and Iran. So there were Persians, yeah, because they warred with the Persians a lot.
Suntrip 126, CR 17 miles west. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors. ILS Yankee runway 24 approach.
That's why it's suddenly dark. We're going over the water.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS Yankee runway 24 approach, sun turn 1262.
not lined up yet with that. When we line up, that is when I will increase our sim rate. APP's approach mode. Should have figured that. Alright, so we've got a strong crosswind here. It probably is on the line, on the GPS track as possible. Before we hit this one, I'm going to slow it down a bit. I've increased our sim rate by 3 clicks. I'm guessing that's a times 3. Okay, and I've gone back to normal.
Going to 127.65 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
So dark.
Varna Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 flight level 390. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Varna Center, continue to bin by as planned.
I'll just turn the landing lights off. And I'll keep the wing and logo lights on. Logo's not important, wing is though.
Contact Istanbul Center on 119.3. Good day.
Emirates 140.
November Zulu 2408 traffic is 11
See
o'clock.
it. And more traffic.
410 generic. Report them in sight.
Qatar Airways.
184 traffic is 3 o'clock,
Qatari.
2 miles at flight level 380 Boeing B748. Report them in sight. 2408 November Zulu 2408 traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 350 generic. Report them in sight. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 have the traffic. Qatari 184 traffic in sight. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight.
Alright, that's a lot of
Qatari
traffic.
260 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
380 Boeing B748. Report them in sight.
This is because of all the airways being closed and everything, because of the conflict at the moment over Ukraine, which is where we're flying.
Qatari 260 have the traffic.
It's crazy. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aircraft. 7. More of them. 8, 9, 10.
Qatari 200 traffic is 8 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight. Qatari 184 contact Istanbul Center on 119.3. Good day.
These are all
Emirates
different airports, aren't
162
they?
traffic is 8 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight. Emirates 158 contact Istanbul Center on 119.3.
Alright, that's
Good day.
nuts.
Going to 119.3 Qatari 184.
I don't know why it still says LGAV. It shouldn't.
Emirates 162 traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 370 generic. Report them in sight.
It's kind of in the way.
200 have the traffic.
Qatari 260 traffic in sight.
Okay, I've increased some
78
rate.
traffic in sight.
Okay, she's starting to oscillate a bit now.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 contact Bucharest Center on 118.175.
Sure, why not?
Going to 118.175 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Bucharest Center BTM 2408
I might as well have a look
November
to see
Zulu
what the
2408
ATIS is.
flight level 390.
ATIS
BTM
arrival.
2408 November Zulu 2408 Bucharest Center. Continue to muster as planned.
It's 1267. Ooh. Slow down for some reason. So what did I say? 1267. That's ready. So we're getting fairly close. Let's speed up again.
2408 November Zulu 2408. Contact Athens Center on 120.9er.
Slow us down a bit. Or back to normal simulation rate.
120.9er BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Okay, I can start. I'm starting to see the arrival now.
Odessa Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 flight level 390.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Odessa Center, continue to Babel as planned.
So what's the weather like? They won't have any METARs because the airport's closed down in real life. So I'm 1,000 kilometers away from our start point. Yeah, no METAR available. I didn't think there would be because there's no point. And there should be a METAR for... It barely works, it's so buggy. To start checking some of the stuff to make sure I've got our minimums, but to see what the airport is actually at. Height. Airport elevation 427 feet, runway elevation 410. Alright.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 1,200 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
That was pretty nice. Alright, I'm back. Just had to check something. I did tell my passengers they could get up, didn't I? No, I did not. Oh, now they can get up and they'll have to sit down again soon. I wonder what the landing would be like if I landed with the parking brake on. Yep. She did not like that. Now we're landing on runway 18 left, aren't we? So when we get to the just before we get to the last turn, I'll need to remember to change our heading, just in case. Well, do that because of the go around, but you guys that have watched me do this know by now that I don't listen to the go around instruction, because you could be doing it forever, because if there's live traffic coming in, actually there won't be any go arounds because there's no live traffic. Lucky us. Let's see where we are. So we're over that now. So Conip. KV is Kiev. Chernobyl or somewhere around here. Quite big rivers. Actually flying over some stuff. Kremedivka Airport. I think that's part of Ukraine. Yeah, we're in Ukraine now. So we need to be at... So the true heading's 176 degrees. And we need to be, when we start hitting it, to be at 3940, but it does have a mandatory of 3000. To get to the D12.3 point. that cone up showing up. Alright, once we start to see the airport coming up, I'll swap over to 80 knots, or 80 nautical miles, should I say, on the radar, and we'll start our descent. Which the airport is starting to show up right now. Swap it to 80.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, contact Kiev Center on 135.45. Good day.
Yes, I shall.
135.45 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Give.
Kiev Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, flight level 390.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 Kiev Center, continue to Teplo as planned.
Alright, we can start getting ready once I start seeing the city. Oh, not the city, the airport, which we are on the 80 mark, so that's going, the Conip is going to come into view shortly. The 80 mark, because each band is worth a quarter, so there's four circles. It's the first one, second, third, and fourth, and at the fourth one it's the range of 160, so just divide that into 4 slices, or just halve it to 80 for the second slice. So Conip's about to turn up to the 80 mark, not long after that. Is our target. Now, where's my top of descent? Top of descent is in between Conip and Teplo, and Teplo's my next one. So that guy's using an F-18. It's just kind of funny that he's using that in Kiev. Of all places, a jet fighter. Let's speed things up a bit. So this point that we're going to is Templo. So you can already see the city Kiev, and this person in the DC-6 is flying around over it. People flying over. Need to start preparing for the descent.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 descend and maintain flight level 310.
Descend and maintain flight level 310 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
All right. Let's start getting these anti-ice stuff on. Right, I hadn't turned that off. That's a bit naughty. Look at that, 2,500 feet per minute is giving us our airspeed we wanted. Get everyone flying over Kiev. Shit, they're thinking they'll be able to see the Russians. Well, I suppose Ukrainians are Russian pretty much. Or they're ethnic Russians. Now I might need to speed things up a bit. Drop it down to 40. So it wants me by Aspen at 10,010 feet. I don't understand some of these sometimes though, because the one above says 3940. So it wants me to be that low already by then. So I am going to increase this. Feet per minute.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 descend and maintain flight level 220.
Descend and maintain flight level.
I don't know what that is. CY57. Oh wait,
CY57
CY57, SU57, also known as, I think, in Russia, the CY57. Right, God. weather info on. Need that. Waypoint, don't need that. Airport data, normal data, positional stuff. Terrain, I don't need that on at the moment. I want weather. The weather's not showing. So our ILS has come live, that's good. It's saying we're too far to the right of it, which we are. Our glide slopes come live, and it's showing up. Called ILS FMC. We're probably not in total range. Let's see if I can find out if this shows the name of it. It just shows it up as IBI. So ILS Boryspil International. So ILS FMC flight management computer. Set up here for the landing, yes. Now usually when you do this and you click on and pop that in, it's meant to input it into the flight computer, so as you get lower in speed and stuff, it will pop up and show you. And let's see if I can find the ATIS, if there's one. And I need to quickly change that tune because it's untuned. The ATIS, which is 1267, for some reason.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level.
No, I will not, because I'm so far up.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Okay, that's actually picking up stuff.
Airport information
3046.
Wind 35, 9er at 15.
3046.
Kiev Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 continue to BB 454 turning and following heading 075 for Zulu navigation.
Continue to BB 454 turning and following heading 075. Proceed on course BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
So the airport should be right there. There it is. Look at all the people in jets. We've got people in the F-35s, Su-57s, F-18Es, Pilatus, PC-6. DC-6. We had someone in the C-17 Globemaster 3. So I'm actually gonna...
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
Oh, shut up. I'm not going to do that because I need to be lower.
Kiev Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, continue to BB 452 turning and following heading 075, proceed on course.
Continue to BB 452 turning and following heading 075, proceed on course BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Drop it down. Yeah, I need to slow down rapidly and get lower. This is bad. Actually, I think the parking brake is definitely off.
Kiev Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, continue to BB 448 turning and following heading 075, resume road navigation.
Continue to BB 448 turning and following heading 075, proceed on course BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Okay, let's set our auto brakes. And let's increase our rate of descent.
2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
No thanks.
Kiev Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, continue to BB 444 turning and following heading 075, resume road navigation.
Continue to BB 444 turning and following heading 075, proceed on course BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
I think the ILS is going a bit funky.
Kiev Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, continue to BB 440 turning and following heading 075, proceed on course.
Continue to BB 440 turning and following heading 075, resume on navigation BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Start getting these lights on. On. Alright. Any lights outboard right. Cool, our ILS has come live again.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb
Oh,
flight
be
level
quiet.
220.
This off is our first point. It's right here.
Kiev Center BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 requesting vector to next waypoint.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, continue to BB 436 turning and following heading 075, proceed on course.
Continue to BB 436 turning and following heading 075, resume on navigation BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
ILS 18 left. I'm at the flight area for 18 left. That's good. Now I haven't. That hasn't come across yet, which is kind of worrying to me. Yeah, ILS 18 left, but that hasn't come across yet, and it should be because we're pretty much... Oh, no, it is on our left slightly. Very ever so slightly. Yeah, we're starting to hook a left now. Yeah.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408,
I am not
please expedite your climb
climbing
flight level 220.
to be that high. Shush, you bush.
2408 November, Zulu 2408, you are 15 miles north.
No, I'm taking 18
present
left.
heading and altitude, expect vectors, ILS runway 36 right approach.
Please stand by BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
BTM 2408 November Zulu
Oh
2408,
god, the
roger.
formalities.
Stand by BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
BTM 2408
Oh my
November
god,
Zulu
lady.
2408, roger.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408 would like ILS runway 18 left approach vectors to final.
Once I land runway 8,
November,
runway 8
Zulu
left.
2408, you are 11 miles north. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect vectors, ILS runway 18 left approach. Circle to land runway 36 right.
I don't know why. That's
Stand
because
by BTM
the wind,
2408 November Zulu 2408.
as we can see, the wind is nearly a tailwind, so it's
BTM
kind of
2408 November Zulu 2408,
bad.
roger.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 18 left approach circle to land runway 36 right. BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
slow me down. Flaps aren't out yet. Oh, here we go.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, please expedite your climb flight level 220.
No. Alright, final checks. Center glide path, get the runway turn, get taxi lights, get APU bleed on and ready.
1000.
Alright. Auto throttle off.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, you are 4 miles north of Boryspil. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Contact tower on 119.65.
500.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Tower on 119.65 BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
BTM 2408 November Zulu
Tower BTM
2408
2408
tower.
November Zulu 2408 3 miles north inbound ILS runway 18 left approach circle to land runway
Cleared
36
ILS,
right.
runway 18 left approach.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Flip these up. Spoilers. That was a nice landing. We did a big wheelie there.
Boryspil ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, taxi to the gate.
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408, taxi to gate 160 via taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to gate 160 via taxiway Alpha BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408.
Someone's in the F-22. Plane's meant to be really bad. Like, in the game. Not in real life. Running over the lights. Somehow I feel like this airport wasn't designed for planes this big. The flight director can come off. Ooh. Get our APU fired up. Can hear that jet. I think, or it's our APU that just spooled up. Screw the rules. Off he goes. Doesn't look like he's got afterburner on. Well, I doubt it shows afterburner. Alright. Let's get the jetway connected.
Boryspil ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. The jetway is going to be connected.
Good. Let's get the baggage off.
Boryspil ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send the baggage?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. We don't know where the baggage is.
I want the baggage off.
Boryspil ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send the baggage?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Baggage is on the way.
And I want catering to get the stuff.
Ground, BTM 2408
The
November
rubbish
Zulu
off.
2408. Could you please send the catering truck?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. We can send your catering truck. Please retry later.
Boryspil ground, BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. Could you please send
Oh,
the
that
catering
spawned.
truck?
BTM 2408 November Zulu 2408. The catering truck is on the road.
Right, that's probably APU bleed on. Cool, there's probably enough time for the engines to cool down, even though it probably isn't. Everything's reset. Pretty much I can't do anything about that. Wish I could. There we go, VNav off on. Cool, everything off. The lights off. Battery off. As the aircraft shut down. Better make sure that park brake is on. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Alright, Mr. Co-Pilot, let's get out of here. Alright. Alright everyone, that's going to conclude the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that follow button so you get notified when I go live next with whatever I go live next with. I'll also be exporting this to my YouTube channel, so if you guys are keen to check that out, follow the link underneath the live stream panel as well as in the past stream description. I upload my clips and stuff to there, so that's one of the good things about that. And yeah, if you happen to go over there and like what you see, then why not help me out and subscribe? It means a hell of a lot to me, and I very much appreciate it. If you're on my YouTube channel and want to find my Twitch so you can see where I do all my stuff live, follow the link in the descriptions of my past streams as well as in the channel banner. Drop a comment on stuff you guys would like to see me do next, or things you think I could do better with, or just to pop in and say hey, and I hope you're having a great day or great night wherever in the world you are. Peace out everyone, have a great one. And that is our flight from Athens to Kiev complete. Yeah. Good luck to that. Be kind of interesting to go to Moscow next. I definitely want to do a flight from LAX from Los Angeles to, you can probably guess where, the Hawaiian Islands. It would be kind of cool to go to Honolulu, and I'm trying to think where Pearl Harbor is. Pearl Harbor is here, I think. I think this is the historical site. Yeah, Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickman. Is that a ship that's underwater, or is that a ship docked? Like it might be a historical ship, the Arizona, the USS Arizona or something. These are some of the ships that are underwater. Yeah, they definitely look underwater. Some of their old ships. Yeah, some of them are the old ones, have been either restored or sunk purposely here. They definitely look like they're underwater. And some of them look like they've been purposely placed. Probably to move them out of the way of danger zones for the bay, which makes sense. Honolulu has some decent runways, geez. So they probably have parallel approach for these two, and these two might not have parallel approach because of how close they are, because it looks a bit dangerous. Runway 22 right and 22 left, yeah, they're so close. And then at runway 26 right and 26 left. That'll be interesting to maybe do that at some stage. And maybe a trip from Kiev to Moscow. But yeah, catch you guys later. Peace out.